Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to another Ramble Session. I am working in my Fibonacci. What's today? Today is March 28th. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. And it is Tuesday? Yeah. And I have to keep an eye on the time because I have to pick up my son from his classes in a little bit. But I just wanted to come on and say hello and see how y'all are doing. I hope you guys had a very nice Easter. We had a very quiet one, sort of, but I'm not even going to get into that. Anywho, but I hope y'all had a nice Easter, if that is a holiday that you celebrate. And I have been kind of in a funk lately, yet again. And so, yeah, been contemplating again. So that's been my life the last couple of weeks, and I'm still in the Midori Traveler's Notebook thing. I still haven't decorated the cover or anything. And I've been trying, I've been experimenting these last few months, and I've come to the realization of the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I had been trying new and different things with, the Tim Holtz distressings and, adding different things in. And some of the stuff, I just do kind of like, quotes or whatever instead of writing down necessarily my thoughts for the day. Or I do like a collage thing, or I just was doing, let me see what else, songs, just different things like that. And what I've come to realize is that, while all these things have been fun and it's been a learning experience, I think, as you can tell from these pages here, and of course I'll do a flip through at some point of these, but these here, I have now reverted back to the way that I used to do things. That's not to say that I'm not going to use tip-ins once in a while, or I'm not going to use the distressings or stains or whatever they're called. I am, but I really enjoy doing the Fibonacci this way. It's how, not really how I started, but it's how I ended up last year, and I really enjoyed it. And I think, if you find something you enjoy doing, then just stick with it, me and consistency. I mean, I can't be consistent if my life depended on it. So, but what I have found is that I like this way of doing it. And that's just what I've discovered over the last few months. And that I just need to revert back to what makes me happy, and what I enjoy doing. Before, of course, I'm still sticking with, with the Midori Traveler's Notebook because I have them. And, I believe in, trying to use up what you have. I'm not the type of person that uses, as you know, if you've been watching my flips or anything, I'm not the type of person that just changes, and goes from different, journals to different journals. It's just not me, I mean, I love, seeing other people that do it, and I love watching their flips and just all, how they do things just so beautifully. It's just not me, and so everyone has to do sorry, those are my dogs. I don't even know what they're barking at. But, I mean, everybody has to do what they want to do and what makes them comfortable. And, I mean, I can say that I tried. That's what I can say. I tried, and I like doing I like doing it this way. I like using my clip art. I like, using my old standby, colored pencils. I like using my flare pens, for writing. Those are the things that I'm going to use. Those are the things that I like. Those are the things that I'm most comfortable with. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just stick to it. And I've still been, taking a break from Facebook. I'd like to slowly get back into it. I thought last week I was going to slowly get back into it. We've had some issues going on here personally in the household. So, yeah, my state, I don't know. I just haven't been, I don't even know. I've been in a funk. That's all I can say. So hopefully slowly getting out of it. And hopefully, by going back to what I am most comfortable with, it will, hopefully, what on earth? That's what happens when you got so much junk on your desk. Hopefully I'll be able to get back into, doing this the way that I enjoy doing it, Not that I didn't enjoy doing it when I was doing these things. I did enjoy it, but it's not me, It's not me. This is me. This is how I do things. This is how I like doing things. So, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, So, took me a few months to realize that, but I've realized it. And same like, my last ramble session, the one that I thought that I had come up with a plan, yeah, that fell through the very first day. Let me just tell you what. Oh my gosh, yeah. So while I do still need to, figure out ways to, manage my time better. Yeah, I found out very quickly that, putting time limits on myself or whatever just isn't going to work. So for those out there who are like, oh, Elizabeth, you're setting yourself up for failure. Yep, that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. But the good news is that I learned from it. So, when you're a person that deals with chronic illness, and you deal with, not of course by choice, staying home much of the time, and sometimes I have bed days. Sometimes I, can't function at all. Sometimes, I can. Sometimes just getting out of bed is, an accomplishment. And that's how I need to look at things. That I need to look at the things that I can do, and not worry about the things that I can't do. And that's it, and just work on those things. So like yesterday, see, here's my book that I had that I was gonna like do the times, of everything. There's my list from yesterday. And I said in the last ramble session, I was like, no, I can't do that. Just make a list with little check boxes because they won't get checked. Well, you know what? I don't care if they get checked. If they get checked, then I can feel good that it was accomplished. If they don't get checked, that's life. So, yeah. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the last couple of weeks, and that's just the way it's going to have to be for me. So yeah, like yesterday, and also I need to start out very small. I can't start out with, like repaint the house. You know what I'm saying? Which that'll never happen. But, I need to start out with little things like, for instance, yesterday's list was make the bed. Just a very simple task that should be done every day, and I should be able to feel like I accomplished something just by making the bed. If I've done nothing else all day, I've made the bed, and I should feel happy about that. Like I said, I mean, I am, a lot of times people, I feel And I used to do the same thing before I became ill. You take advantage of those simple things, just the simple things. And that old saying, like, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Let me tell you, there's truth in that. Okay. I live it every day. So, and I know a lot of people out there live it every day, and it's hard. But like I said, and like I've always said, I just need to take my own advice. You do what you can when you can. And that's all that you can do. That's really all that you can do. I'm tired of beating myself up because I didn't do everything on my list, or because I did go out and leaf the pool and now I'm in bed for 2 days because I feel like a Mack truck's hit me, because every muscle in my body is screaming out. So yeah, I mean, I just have to do what I can when I can, and that's just all I can do. And I just have to learn to go with the flow. And like my husband tells me just about every morning, we need to appreciate the good things in our lives and appreciate the things that are positive that are going on and not dwell on those things that are negative. So like I said, yesterday on my list was make the bed, get dressed, drink my smoothie, have my Bible time, teach biology, exercise, walk, vacuum, and do the laundry. Well, I accomplished making the bed, getting dressed, having my smoothie, having my Bible time, teaching biology. I did not exercise or walk unless you count walking back and forth within the house exercise. And I did not vacuum. But I did do the laundry, and I did 3 loads of laundry, and I washed them, folded them, and put them away. So, while I didn't accomplish everything on my list, I accomplished something. And even if I hadn't accomplished the different things on the list, if I had accomplished one thing, that should be enough. That should be enough. And for those of us that are dealing with, things in our lives, and it doesn't have to be chronic illness, it can be anything. It could be, personal issues. It could be familial issues. It could be, whatever it is, school issues, work issues, you can only do what you can do, that's all there is. That's all there is that you can do. So yeah, I need to stop being so hard on myself. And if you're hard on yourself, stop being hard on yourself. Accomplish what you can accomplish when you can accomplish it, and then be thrilled that you accomplished it. So that's my lesson for today. And again, don't fix what ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? I so enjoyed from the very beginning, doing the Fauxbonichi. I so enjoyed doing it, and I still enjoy doing it. But yeah, I like doing it the way that I did it last year, which is by using clip art and, things like that to illustrate my day, And so that's what I'm going to do, That's what I'm going to do, and get back into it and have fun with it. And not that any of this stuff wasn't fun, it's just not me, so I can only be me. I can't be someone else. So as much as I admire so many, people's work, and so much of their artwork, and so much of their creativity, I need to focus on what I do. Not focus on what everyone else is doing. In other words, not comparing myself to somebody else, or not trying to say, oh, you know what? I love the way she does her book. I'm going to do mine that way. And there's nothing wrong with picking different elements from somebody's, artwork or this or that, and using it to create your own style, But I was just kind of like, oh, I'm going to throw my old style out and I just want to try something new. And well, here I am today. I tried it and I'm done trying because I thoroughly enjoy the way that I used to do it. And so that's what I'm going to do. That's what makes me happy, and that's how I'm going to do it. So, yeah. And again, I'm still going to be working in the Midori books because I have them. So I'm still going to be working in those. I think next year I either have Moleskines that I picked up, which are super cheap. I picked those up, and or the Kaye, the what are they called? Well, they're just like little journal notebooks, the Molly and Rex ones. And so they're a little bit bigger, but they're not as big. Here, I'll show you. They're not as big, nearly as big as the, what's it called? Oh, what are they called? Not nearly as big as the composition books. So here's the Molly and Rex one. I don't know if I didn't show you yet in a video, it's coming up. So, oh, I didn't realize these were colored lines. That's okay. But yeah, this is just a plain line notebook, you know, but like I said, it's bigger than a composition book. And it's not, it's also bigger than the Midori book, but not quite as big as a composition book. There, I said it. My gosh, that took a mouthful. Or I found these, which they have like a plastic cover. They are Moleskine, and they're lined paper. It's lined paper, which I like lined paper. I like gridded best, but all they had was lined. And, oh look, there's a little like thingy in there. Huh, I didn't know that was in there. Anywho, they're, let me see on the packaging what they call them exactly. Because they came in a 2-pack. So they're Moleskine Volant Legendary Notebooks. So it's a set of 2 ruled notebooks, and I found these for $3. So let me tell you, $1.50, really? I couldn't pass it up. And again, they are, you know, they're about an inch bigger. You know, an inch bigger, a little bit more space, which is what I was looking for. This is kind of small for me. So yeah, so we'll see. But for right now, I am going to continue on with these because, like I said, I have them and I want to use them. But I can't, you know, if I find a deal, if I happen to be out, which is so rare, and yeah, if I find a deal, then I'm going to get it because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be out. So, anywho, I'll let you go. I've been yammering on long enough. Again, I hope y'all had a lovely Easter weekend if that's a holiday that you celebrate. And I will look forward to talking with you, at you, for you again. Maybe on a flip next time. And yeah, be well.